Yeah, looking at this shitty multi-story car park that they've got in town, not far from the flat. Um, Casts my mind back to when they had a really good one. I mean, the one in town, it's way too tall. Uh, it's I'm guessing 60s, built in the 60s, 70s, early 70s, 60s, early 70s. Uh, and they used to have it's much better one uh, over by where the library is and was. Right now, I can't remember whether they must have shifted. I'm guessing they shifted the college after the architects started kicking off. Uh, I'm guessing, uh, but the library. Now the multi-story car park, I used to park there loads of times, and it was a good car park. It was a really useful car park to have. You didn't have to pay much. You could uh, spend loads of time in town. This was the late 80s, I'm guessing, where I'm guessing throughout the country there wasn't much traffic on the roads. I don't know how much traffic there would be on the roads these days. But these are the things you have to say. Like. But yeah, the multi-story car park they had near the library, and you had the bus station that was called Corporation Street uh, behind it. It was a really functional, really good multi-story car park. I think it must have been built in the 80s. Hang on a sec, let's think. What used to be there? I can't remember what used to be there before multi-story. But yeah, the original library that they had in town was just this amazing building. Sort of reminds me of where they built the Roland Hill Centre, where they used to be this quite uh, these days it would attract a lot of shoppers, that sort of thing. This sort of little alleyway where you had loads of shops like I think it would have been Victorian or Edwardian uh, buildings. Um, but yeah, the library, the original library, was just this amazing building. The architecture of it, uh, was something else. Um, and they knocked it down. It was seen as needing too much investment because it was structurally uh, uh, not fit for use. It was said, but they should have invested in that. Now to have a library like that, uh, you know, that would be, the new library. Even though it doesn't look too bad for a modern building, it doesn't compare to the original one. And that would, my guess is, would have attracted more people to the library than that building they've got now. They say it's bigger, but I remember that original building uh, being big enough and had a lot of floor space. Um, Before they built the new library, they had a temporary library round the back of Woolworths, which is not far from me. I can see the buildings where there used to be a car park and the temporary library. So that must have been that. Yeah, that was before the architects. But yeah, like I said, the library may have been built around the time of the architects kicking off. But anyway, and like I say, just there's just no comparison between the two, the original one and the existing one. So yeah, I thought I'd knock out a video about that. Something to do. I'm airing the flat out a bit. Looked at the trees and so on and so forth. No interest. But like, I'm giving these attempts to make me, try to get me interested in stuff that I'm not interested in. Like I said, I don't see a need for medications, the amalgam era for me, and guessing from the majority of my conversation with the people who came here earlier today for the meeting was that maybe in many ways they are starting to get it, which I suppose, yeah, I can sort of think about more. Actually, I hadn't really thought about that until now. Maybe they are starting to get it. About that. But yeah, yeah, it was a good library, I'd look it up online, but if there were pictures of it on there, I don't think they'd be very good. Oh, I did think photos. I did think back to what we were, me and these people who came for the meeting today, talked about certain things that I would have been talking about. I've already covered that type of stuff. And I wouldn't even, it's type of stuff I wouldn't talk about. But there you go. Yeah. So yeah. The old library. Great building though. Yeah, and I do remember the I don't so much remember the outside architecture, but I do remember inside the building, the atmosphere in the building. Great library atmosphere in that building. Best library. I think that's the best library I've ever been to. For the atmosphere the place had. It's quite something in a town like this had something like that. And what do you know? They demolish it. When if it had been kept, that type of building is more valued these days, isn't it? Just like the alleyway where they built this Roland Hill Centre, that really, I don't know. It was good. It was good for a laugh in the 80s, where you could slide down the escalators, had a central dividing thing. And when we were at school, we used to sit on it and glide down, sort of thing. These are the things you do when you're a teenager. But yeah, well, I don't really know the library. But yeah, thinking about that now, that what I said about the meeting. So yeah, not only about at some stage looking towards maybe coming off these medications. But yeah, the very idea that these people could have really may well be starting to realise as well, or have realised for quite a while, that the architect era, that the amalgam era, really is, you know, it's, you know, it's I'd say it's a different era now, but that's making it sound really dramatic, isn't it? You know, I'm on the dole. Ultimately, it really is that simple. Like in the last section of this video, I mentioned about the escalator in this crap complex they built called the Roland Dill Centre, right? I think I mentioned before about this bloke who came to the town for a bit, and you know, they built a shopping centre off the basis of his association with the town. And the escalator we used to go down, you know, really, you know, something to do. And what they actually did, the council, whether this was a policy at a district council level, I don't think they were district councils then, at a county level or a national level, they put these barriers so we couldn't do it anymore. It's like, what are you going to do in a place like Kiddy now? The town that I'm from, Kidderminster. Anyway, there were other options like the newsagents, W.H. Smith and Woolworths, the sort of department store that wasn't a department store, which had on display the early home computers at the time, so you could play games on there. But the thing of going down the escalator was removed by putting these metal barriers or whatever to stop us just having a laugh. So yeah, but also the bus station that we had here, Corporation Street. I think, I don't know whether that was before the time of the architects or not. Possibly was, when they got rid of Corporation Street, the bus station. It was a brilliant bus station. I suppose in the 80s and prior to that, buses were a lot more important as a form of transport than they apparently are now. But yeah, that really was an impressive bus station. Served me well anyway. But yeah, it was. It was a really good bus station. Yeah. Nowadays, I don't think I would use a bus, but back then, yeah. But yeah, I don't know whether. Yeah, but yeah, that multi-story car park. They had by Corporation Street. The buses may have parked there actually. But anyway, the multi-story car park they had there. Oh no, they didn't. They had this pretty impressive building that they housed the buses in and did maintenance on them and so on and so forth. I'm guessing 1980s multi-story car park by the old library was in red brick. Yeah, about early to mid 80s, possibly mid 80s. But they didn't keep it up there for long. They soon got rid of that. Possibly for what the safety reasons or whatever. But it was like I said, it was a really useful car park. Something like that from guesswork would be more needed now. With what I'd guess with the amount would be the amount of cars that would be around in 2025. But yeah, like I said, they demolished it. And now this one they've got this grey concrete. Like it's just, it really is an eyesore. But yeah, Corporation Street, an absolutely brilliant bus station. But yeah, I'd look up that online, but there may not be anything on that. But it really was, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it is approaching 10 p.m. On Tuesday night. Yeah, I got up early this morning. Got out of, again, bed at about, what was it? 6:30 or something. It was all right. Getting up at that hour. Yeah. I did get up around before sunrise. I looked out the window over there, and that was quite something. As I was looking out the kitchen window, I saw a cobweb, which got me thinking to when I've got to do my hoovering, my vacuuming, in probably September. But yeah, it's doing all right. The people who came round here today didn't say anything about it. Not that it would have made any difference anyway. So yeah, it's all right. I can see that for myself. But yeah, September, I reckon, when the temperatures go down. So yeah, we've got early summer temperatures. For me, doing my videos about, I don't know, essentially, like I said, being on the dole.